Liberals call them dreamers. But for Jamiel Shaw Sr., they've been his nightmare for nearly a decade. It was almost 10 years ago to date, March 2, 2008, that Shaw's 17-year-old son, Jamiel Jr., was shot to death by an illegal alien brought into the country from Mexico as a child. It's been 6 years since that alien, Pedro Espinosa, was sentenced to die for the murder, according to the Associated Press. But for Shaw Sr., with the debate swirling around President Donald Trump's effort to get rid of former President Obama's obscene accommodation for illegal immigrants known as the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program, the event might have been yesterday. Shaw Sr. is no stranger to the immigration debate. An outspoken Trump supporter, he spoke at the Republican National Convention that nominated Trump to the presidency in 2016. He was a guest at Trump's first address to Congress in February 2017, even though the Washington Post scoffed. Trending, after a string of Amtrak crashes, top official points finger at Schumer, and on Fox and Friends Saturday, Shaw recounted the events that led up to his son's killing with the ease of a story told too often, but with the lesson he's trying hard to convey. The current negotiations on Capitol Hill about Trump's offer to provide a path for citizenship for up to $1.8 million recipients in exchange for real immigration reform with teeth, is missing the point entirely. Childhood arrivals of today can easily become the street criminals of tomorrow. I don't believe we owe them anything, you know, Shaw Sr. told Fox and Friends in an interview that has been liked more than 42,000 times and shared more than 13,000 times by Sunday afternoon. They seem to believe just because they were brought over that makes them a child of God. The guy that murdered my son was brought over at 3 years old. He didn't stay 3 years old. Is Trump handling the DACA debate correctly? Yes, no, _continue with Facebook, or, completing this poll entitles you to Conservative Tribune News updates free of charge. You may opt out at any time. You also agree to our privacy policy in terms of use. You're logged into Facebook. Click here to log out. No, he didn't. 18 at the time of the killing, Espinosa reportedly mistook Shaw Jr., a high school athlete, for a Bloods gang member because he was a young, black man carrying a red backpack. He had 3 gun charges, his last one was assault with a deadly weapon, battery on a peace officer, and they only gave him 8 months in the county jail. Let him out 4 months early. Check out the interview here. Related, this sentence summed it up: our family members are dead. And when we complain, we're racist. Real Americans like Jamiel Shaw Sr., like Kate Steinle, are dead thanks to the actions of illegal immigrants. In the Steinle case, it was a repeated border crosser. In Shaw Jr.'s case, the killer was a young man who'd been brought into the country as a small boy. But the point is the same in both: American citizens killed by people who literally had no business being in the country in the first place. And Americans who point out what is only the obvious, undeniable truth, are somehow being smeared by liberals and their allies in the mainstream media, as irredeemable racists for wishing innocent people were not dead. But the United States is a democratic form of government, and that usually means compromise by all parties to get any laws passed. Shaw Sr. understands that. That's why he supports Trump's compromise to deal with the DACA recipients, even though he hates what it will mean. I'm happy what he's doing. I wish he wouldn't give them the amnesty. I wish he would make them earn it. You know, one by one, they get vetted one by one. Not just a blanket amnesty, just because you were brought over. I don't like that part, but, you know, I'm willing to take a little medicine to get what I want. Actually, what Shaw would really want, probably, is his son's life back. But that's impossible. It shouldn't be asking too much, though, for his country to restore some sense of sanity to its immigration laws. But for Democrats like Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer, and their uncountable, ignorant allies in the media and the liberal American electorate, apparently it is. Like and share on Facebook and Twitter if you think everyone should hear this. What did you think of Jamiel Shaw Sr.'s words? Scroll down to comment below.